welcome back to my channel. Thank you for stopping back by for yet another video with your girl today. And we are getting into some new makeup from Miss A. I told you guys to stay tuned for this video because it was coming soon, and here it is. And we are going to try out a few new makeup products that I purchased from Miss A. I'm super excited about it, so stay tuned. We are going to get into it, but before we do anything, I need you to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and become a part of the Snatch and Slay gang. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. Alright, y'all, so y'all know me. I went ahead and went in and did my eyebrows. And I don't have any new eyebrow products to review, so went ahead and did that, set my eyelids, concealer, all that good stuff. I saved my receipts so I remember what all this stuff is called because some of it's not on the packaging. But we're going to go in and try with this AOA One Color eyeshadow in the shade Scorched. And we're going to try that out. So, but I'm not going to go in free willy-nilly with just this one thing. So, I'm going to go on with this little Color Pop. And I'm just going to go on with this darker brown here. And I'm going to use one of the brushes I got. I have used some of the brushes already. I'm not going to hold you. So, I'm going to go in with this AOA Studio E50 brush. And I haven't used this one yet. And we're just going to dip that into this, and we're just gonna take it on the eyes. It's probably the only color I'm gonna go in with, and then I'll go in with the shimmer on top. Nothing too crazy. Brush is working pretty good. It's helping to blend everything out really quickly because of the thickness. You know, that definitely helps. And we'll just have like a nice bronzy eye. Well, that's what I'm going for anyway, so. Did everybody have a good Halloween? I actually worked this Halloween, so I didn't. This is like the second year I haven't went out, because me and my friend, you know, we used to religiously go out for Halloween every weekend and spend like the whole weekend partying. But we have come to the realization that we're getting too old for this, for that particular thing, so it's time to move on and just celebrate Halloween like regular adult-like people. So, but it wasn't bad. I just worked. I was a flapper because we're allowed to dress up for Halloween at work. So, I got a lot of compliments from a lot of guests coming into the hotel. So, that was nice. And then I show up the next day, and obviously I'm not in costume because Halloween's over. And there's this guy, oh, I like yesterday's outfit so much better. I'm sorry, sir, I can't dress like this every day. Like, what? Alright, we got that shadow on. I'm gonna go on with this one, this eyeshadow by Miss A in the shade Scorched. And I'm just gonna go on with my finger. We're just gonna take that on the lid. Pretty. Not too shabby at all. Goes well with the color we put down, so. I figured it would, but you know, you never know until you try it. And it is a buildable eyeshadow, so it's not patchy or coming off patchy or anything, which is nice. It's a pretty decent shade, I must say. I'm getting a little fallout from it, so, but it's not terrible, so. I'm just going to go back in with that initial brush just to help blend everything out. So I will say the only thing I don't really like about it is it's not that shimmery. It's a shimmer, but it's not like that opaque. Like it's not that bright of a shimmer, you know? But it's noticeable enough. So I think I'm just going to brighten it up a tad. There's a shimmer in this palette, but I don't want to use that one. That's too glittery. I'm going to go into my earthy palette. We'll just go on with this shade Fizz. and just help brighten it up a little bit. Yeah. Just wake it up a little bit, you know? Nothing wrong with that. Much better. Alright, now we're gonna jump into this primer. This AOA Studio Pore Filling Primer. And we're gonna prime the face. Let's see what this is working with. I'm gonna go directly on the skin with it. Oh, that is nice and silky. It does have a little tack to it. So it is going to help our foundation adhere to the skin. It's very smooth, very silky. I like that. And really heavy-handed with it right here in my T-zone because this is where I get oily. So, this is nice. I like it. I really do like this primer. Very nice. Now we're going to go into our foundation, the Dewy Blend Foundation by AOA. And again, the lady at the register, when she was ringing me out at Miss A, she said that she uses this and it was pretty good. So, like I said, it's a little darker than what I normally go for because my shades are usually like this. So, it's a little darker, but we'll see. We're going to make it work. I'm trying to figure out how... Okay, you take that off of there. And I'm just going to go directly on the skin with it. Well.
3 hours later.
Y'all, this stuff is not coming out. I'm still pumping. Okay, here we go. Took a second. Good lord. I was starting to get concerned because it was not coming out. And we're going to go in with the foundation brush and blend this out. Let's see what we're working with. Well, it's coming off pretty nice. Blended out pretty easily. It's not as dewy as I thought it would be, just because, you know, the title of the foundation claims to be dewy. But it's really not that glistening looking. There is a little glow, but not as much as I thought it would be. But overall, nice. I do think I'm going to go in with a few more pumps because it's not as full coverage as I'd like it to be. So we're going to go in with a couple more pumps just to see if it builds well. Because I'm a full coverage girly. Like, I need all this to be covered, okay? Yeah, it does build up pretty good. Not too shabby at all. So not a bad foundation at all. Sorry, my battery died and I had to replace my battery. So, we're back. But, overall, review on this foundation, it's pretty good. It's nice and blendable, and it blended out really easily, and it's buildable as well. And I am starting to see the dew. Like, at first I wasn't really feeling it, but then I added more on, and I'm glistening. Okay, so it is true to the name. So, not bad at all. Not a bad foundation, and yeah, so I'm liking everything so far. We haven't hit a dud yet, so I'm pretty excited. We also have some concealer we're going to try out. This is the AOA Studio Concealer, Liquid Concealer, in the shade T3. I don't know if I told y'all the shade name for the foundation, but it's D3. And this is a concealer here. And we're going to go in with this. Interesting applicator. I don't like the applicator at all. Just go ahead and say that. But we'll take it. I could just go ahead and tell you I don't like the applicator. That's the first thing. But we're going to see how the actual product works. And I'm going to go on with this AOA high definition brush, E104. I've already used this brush. It worked pretty decently. So we're just going to go in and blend out to see what we're working with. I really enjoyed blending out my concealer with a brush here lately. Because it just helps to keep everything confined to the spot that you're trying to conceal, and I love that. I just feel like with a blending sponge, you have to like take it all the way up here and blend it out there, and you can just leave everything right here with a brush. So, I like it. Concealer is not bad at all. It's definitely covering up what it needs to be covered. Blending out nicely. The coverage is pretty decent. Alright, y'all, so I'm done blending out my concealer. It's not bad at all. It's giving good coverage. I don't feel like I need to apply any more to get more coverage. I think it's covering up what it needs to cover and concealing what it needs to conceal. The shade did deceive me a little bit. I thought it would be a little darker or a little bit more golden than this, but it's still around about the same shade that I would use. Initially I didn't think it would be, but upon application I have a different feel. So shade actually worked out perfectly for me. But yeah, so far so good. I just did not like the applicator on this. This is my only downside to this. Now I'm gonna go and set this first with my flower setting powder by Beauty Bakery. This isn't new. This isn't from Miss A, so I'm just gonna set my under eyes with this first, and then we're gonna go in with the powder that I got, the setting powder that I got from Miss A. So first things first. Alright, now we're going to go on with this AOA Studio Perfect Finishing Press Powder. And this is in the shade Banana. And I've really been liking going in like with a slightly darker powder first, and then going in with a brighter one just under the eyes here, just to make it bright. I just feel like it gives us more of like a filtered finish. Alright, got some on there. And I'm just going to take it right here. Woo, that is bright. Powder is not bad at all. It definitely brightened us up. I'm just going to go on with the e.l.f. Dewy Setting Spray to help soak up some of this powder. And this is not, obviously this is not from Miss A. I've already had this, so we're just going to go in. Alright, now we're going to go on with this blush by AOA Studio. And this is the Hue Days Blush Balm. And this is in the shade PB&J. That's the shade there. It's a little orangey, burnt orange type of feel. The only thing that concerns me about this is it's a balm, and balms aren't normally that pigmented, so we'll see what it's giving. I'm going to go in with this blush brush here. I'm just going to tap that in there. Give it a swirl. I'm going to go right on the cheeks. Nobody's home. Like, hello? Like, this is not showing up at all. You see what I mean? No pigment at all. So that's a no. This is the first product I've tried. That's a no for me. So, like, look at this. There's nothing on there. It's tacky, but it's not showing up. So, that's a no, folks. I'm gonna go on with this blush by She Glam, the Color Blossom Liquid Blush in the shade Swipe Right. And we're just gonna take some of this on the cheeks. Alright, y'all, so I've noticed something about this concealer, and I'm pretty sure it's the concealer, not the powder. But you see this? It's like a little line. It's not blending well with the other liquid products. Like when I put that liquid blush, it's not blending well because it's leaving this patchy line right here. So the concealer doesn't blend well with other liquid products. So we're gonna go fix this because, yeah. So that's one thing I've noticed so far. Alright, y'all, so I got everything else done. The only other thing I have two more things to review from, actually, one more thing to review from Miss A. But there's one other thing I want to let y'all put y'all on game, okay? Trust me, believe in me. Anyway, we're gonna go on with this Cherry Blossom Joba Lip Oil. And we're gonna go and give that a whirl. I don't have anything else on my lips, so we're just gonna go on with this and see. Oh, I thought this was gonna be a roll-on thing, but it's this kind of applicator. Okay, cute. I'm just gonna go in. Smells good. Nice. It feels good. It's nice and light on the lips. It's not like that thick. And I'm not getting those strings of product going. You know, y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's nice. And I love the smell of it. Definitely has that kind of like cherry blossom scent to it. I'm loving it. This look does really require like a nice ombre, you know, look with it, but I'm just gonna be basic today. But yeah, I like that. And it's gives a nice little shine. I just love how light it is. Like, I will definitely be using this a lot. That is the last of Miss A products. But I have to put y'all on game on one other thing, okay? If you are looking for a setting spray currently, and you don't know where to turn, and you're not trying to spend like a big amount of money for just a little setting spray, look no further. This is what you want. This is what you need. This is what you need right now. Like, run and go get it. I got this at Target in the Ulta and Target. This is, I think it's a dupe for the One Size setting spray, but when I tell you, this is probably like one of the best setting sprays I've ever tried. Like, it locked my makeup in for Halloween. I had buckets of makeup on for Halloween. Obviously went with the aesthetic of my flapper costume. And my makeup stayed locked in all day. I had it on the entire day, like over 8 hours. And usually by the end of the day, my T-zone right here gets pretty oily, especially when I have product on my face. And I was not even glistening by the time I got home. Like, this stuff locked me in so good. Go get it. Go get it now. Like, run. Get off. Turn this video off. Go get it. Like, now. Anyway, I'm being dramatic, but this is a really good setting spray. So we're going to lock this look in really quick. It has a slight scent to it too, but apparently they've come out with like a bigger version of that, and it doesn't have a scent at all. So they fixed that, I guess. But I don't mind the scent. I like scents. We're locked in. We're good to go. That is it for today's video, you guys. Everything was great except for this blush. It was a no-go. But everything else was pretty decent. I did not like the applicator of the concealer. But overall, it did what it was supposed to do. It does not blend well with other liquids, though, so keep that in mind. But it did good with the powder. We're looking snatched. I'm loving it. So, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in the next one.